Hey there, I'm going to work a few examples from the section 1.2 homework. This is adding and subtracting integers without a calculator. I have an image off to the side that may help you when you're adding positive and negative numbers. The first row is when you're adding a positive number with a positive number that equals a positive number, of course, we know that. The same is true if you're adding a negative number to a negative number, your answer is going to be negative. Now rows 3 and 4 is where it gets a little tricky. If you're adding two numbers with different signs, the larger number, when you look at its absolute value, it's going to have the same sign as the answer. So let me just do a few examples and hopefully that will help. Here we have find the sum of negative 21 and negative 20. These are two negative numbers, so I want you just to add those together. And please don't use a calculator, and that's negative 41. Okay, next is negative 36 plus 100. These are opposite signs from each other. There's a negative 36 and a positive 100. You can also think of it like a balance, like are there more negative numbers or more positive numbers? Well, 100 is a further distance away from 0 than negative 36 is, and so our answer is going to be positive, and the difference between 100 and 36 is 64. Okay, next let's look at subtraction. The easiest way that I think is best for subtraction, and this is the way I teach it to you in class, or maybe you've watched a few videos about this, is to add the opposite. And I have a little image at the right side of the screen showing you. First look at the subtraction problem 5 minus 2. Okay, you know it equals 3, but the same problem can be converted to 5 plus negative 2, which still equals positive 3. There's steps over here to the right side just to help remind you as you work through these homework problems, but hopefully you've already seen me practice this in class with you. Okay, so I want you to rewrite 14 minus negative 9. We're going to keep the first number the same, change the subtraction to addition, and change the negative 9 to positive 9. This is 14 plus 9, which is a positive 23. Next, the question asks find the difference of 9 minus 18. If we add the opposite, we would keep 9 the same, and then we would add a negative 18. I usually put parentheses around negative numbers so that the negative sign doesn't get confused with a subtraction sign. So now this is 9 plus negative 18. And again, I want you to imagine this in your head as a balance. Like, is there more negative numbers or is there more positive numbers? Well, negative 18, it's further away from 0 than positive 9. So there's more negative numbers in this problem. And so that's why our answer will be negative 9. Okay, take a look at this last problem. It says evaluate the expression. This is a string of numbers that I want you to be able to reduce down to one number. However, the addition and subtraction rules only work for two numbers at a time. So that's how we're going to solve this problem, just two numbers at a time. We'll first take the problem negative 11 minus negative 3. If we keep negative 11 the same, if we change the subtraction to addition, and then change the sign of negative 3 to positive 3, negative 11 plus 3 is negative 8. Next, I'm going to take this plus 4 and combine it with the negative 8. Negative 8 plus 4 is negative 4. And now I'm going to combine it with the last number, negative 4 minus 7. And then if we add the opposite, that's negative 4 plus negative 7, which gives us a grand total of negative 11. So please practice these kind of problems. They can get tricky, especially since you won't be using a calculator in my class. But if you have any questions regarding this homework assignment, please let me know.